name's Chaya Cowen, and it's lovely to be joining you this Chanukah from Melbourne, Australia. There's a unique element to the mitzvah of menorah lighting on Chanukah, and that is the requirement of Prusumei Nisa, of publicising the Chanukah lighting. There's a debate among contemporary poskim as to the orbit of that publicity. There are some that suggest that the public nature of the lighting is intended to broadcast our lighting to other Jews, to those within our community. There are yet others that read into the context in which this requirement is written in the Gemara and say that this publicising is intended to reach the broader society, to the outer non-Jewish world. I'd like to suggest that understanding the nature of the Chanukah victory and the context in which it took place could shed light and deeper meaning onto this debate. Much is spoken about the miracle of the jar of oil that the Jews found, but less is spoken about the context in which this whole episode took place. The Maccabees in their fight took place against the Assyrian Greeks led by Antiochus, who were waging a campaign intended to destroy the Jewish people. Now yes, there was definitely a physical element to this destruction, and there were many martyrs at this time, most notably Hannah and her 7 sons. But there was a spiritual quality to the destruction that the Greeks intended. In fact, they intended for the Jewish people to assimilate and to denounce their identity, and the Midrash tells us required that they do so, that they write their denunciation on the horn of an ox to publicize this to the wider world. Now, to fight for one's physical survival, that's a human instinct. All human beings are motivated to resist persecution, and particularly one that would threaten to kill us. But it's over and above base human instinct to fight for one's identity. And the miracle that we celebrate on Chanukah, the true salvation that we celebrate on Chanukah, is the commitment of the Jewish people, not just to their physical existence, but to their eternal connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, their connection with Hashem. That's what we celebrate. And to counteract the Greeks' desire for us to publicize our denunciation, we publicize our refusal to denounce our connection to our heritage. Now, I believe that this message is one that's particularly relevant and particularly timely for us as a Jewish people, where standing proud and firm in our Jewish identity and broadcasting that to the wider world is as important as ever. And if we can take this message of Chanukah as a bit of fuel to give us some strength in standing strong in our identity and broadcasting that to the wider community, then that would be amazing. But for many of us, that can feel quite daunting. So never forget, the mitzvah of publicizing the Chanukah candles begins with lighting just one light in the comfort zone of our own home. And so perhaps for us, our message this Chanukah is to commit to one thing, one small thing that we do within our comfort zone. It might be attending the shiur of a local shul that we attend. It could be committing ourselves to one extra mitzvah to fortify our Jewish identity and to let this Chanukah be one in which we as a Jewish people stand proud for our identity.